What's going on, legends? It's Justin here from The Short Straw, and I've got a special guest with me today, Ashley from Breaking the Cycle Tassie.
How you going, guys?
Ash, what are you doing here in Melbourne, man? You're from Tassie.
Yeah, gypsying around a bit, doing a bit of outreach around here. So I thought I'll link up with you, man. You're doing good things on TikTok and your social medias. So yeah, I thought I'd come over, check it out, and just show the love, spread the love, you know. Tassie's pretty bad at the moment, but you know, I thought I'd come over here, travel a bit. I'm nearly 5 months clean and sober, so I'm living a new life. So yeah, doing a bit of travelling.
That's awesome, brother. So I've been talking to Ash about his past and a bit about his story, and he's basically turned his life around. So explain to the audience like a little bit from start to present.
Yeah. So basically as a teenager, you know, drugs affected, alcohol. I was mainly a big alcoholic when I was younger. Once I hit about 25, that's when, you know, the crime came in more, the crime or jail, mental health wards, rehabs. I've been to a few mental health wards and rehabs around Australia. So, yeah, and then after I couldn't see my daughter, I witnessed my mum stab my dad a few times, and then that happened again 3 years later. So yeah, it is what it is. We've all, you know, kind of healed from it, but that left me homeless on the street. You know, our housing place had to give it up. So yeah, and then things got a bit worse, overdoses. But yeah, and then I figured it out. I think my last overdose, I sat there in bed and I'm just like, something's got to give, you know, after taking about 90 pills, you know, just something's got to give. And then I thought, I've got to turn my life around, you know, and then a couple months later after that, I kind of tried to kill myself in a house fire. And then, you know, after that, I was like, nah, it's got to done, you know, it's got to end now. I've got to sort my life out. And now it's been about 2.5 years. So yeah, I've been out of jail now for about 3 years and just trying to change my life. You know, it's not easy, but it's definitely possible. And yeah, it's awesome.
That is awesome, bro. I love hearing those redemption stories, man. It's like, I've got a similar story, crappy upbringing.
Yeah.
Went through all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Went through the crime, in and out of prison, and like to get out of that system, it takes work, bro.
Yeah, it does.
And it's
not easy, man.
I love all the work you do on TikTok. You do a lot of motivational, you know, talks to mainly the youth and people that are going down the wrong road. It's really inspiring, man. So, guys, make sure you check out Breaking the Cycle Tassie. And so, like, you've been in and out of prison?
Yeah, 5 times. A few mental health wards in Australia. 4 different rehabs,
So what do you think it's like? So it had a lot to do with your childhood?
No, look, I didn't have I had a good kind of childhood, you know. We lived in a rough area kind of thing. It was more, I got bullied at school kind of thing, and then that led into drinking, and then led into crime, and then my trauma mostly, you know, when my kid was taken away from me, and then witnessing the stabbing. So it's kind of like the last 8 years it's got really bad, but you know, I've always been a pretty heavy drinker since I was 16. I was spewing blood at the age of 19 in hospital, in and out, you know. The doctor's like, you're going to be dead the time you're 30, literally, yeah. But yeah, here I am.
Crazy, man. Yeah, and we were talking earlier about your daughter and, you know, the sort of like parental manipulation, you know, that the ex does, and a lot of men go through that, and it actually causes a lot of mental health issues for men, and as far as suicide. So, you know, all the men that are suffering with that, you're not alone, guys. So,
definitely not.
You know, just stay strong.
Yeah.
You got it.
Seek out.
That's it. There's plenty of help out there too. And so, what are you doing now? You're pretty much being a bit of a gypsy.
Being a gypsy, man, kind of thing. Living my life sober and clean, and trying to figure out kind of who I am now and what I want to do in life. And, you know, I want to be a youth worker. I want to work in a rehab. I figured that out, you know, and I love travelling, bro. I've always done it. I'm just like, it's just what I'm doing. But I'm trying to learn stability now. I've never really learnt stability. So I kind of want to stay in Melbourne for a bit. I need to stay here for a bit and learn stability.
No, I think you're on the right path, man. It's like, especially you're in the heart of it now. You come and met the people that we feed on a Wednesday night here in Franklin Street. So we took a walk up to Victoria Market, and there's a lot going on, man, and there's a lot of opportunities.
Yeah, that was really good,
just
man.
Put yourself out there, man, and you know, the doors will open, bro.
100%, man.
It will, it will. All right, Ash, so back to you living on the streets with your dad, man. What was the hardest thing about living on the streets, bro?
Yeah, well, luckily my dad wasn't actually on the streets, but yeah.
Oh, really?
He ended up living with my sister, but I was on the streets.
Oh.
So that was very lucky with him. Look, it was shocking, especially in Tasmania. It's so damn bad. You know, like you literally have to drink to get to sleep, to stay a night, to get at least 5 hours sleep. You know, you need to drink alcohol, of course, and then that leads into harder drugs again. I had a pretty big lapse when I was being on the street with ice and morphine. And then it's just more waking up in the morning, man. You know, you're just soaked with moisture, and it's just, you're just wet, you know, and it seems a bit, you know, whatever, but sometimes you got to sit there and share a swag with your mate because it's that fucking freezing. It's that cold, you know. It's pretty bad.
The Tasmania's pretty cold. No,
it's shocking, man. Yeah. It's shocking. So yeah, once you get up, man, the last thing you want to do is look for a job. You know what I mean? Like you just want to, you know, go get a feed, have another drink, and block it all out. And that's the one thing, man, I watch when I do some of the videos showing the homeless and that, and people like, why don't they get a job? You know, and it's so much harder than you actually think. You know, you're waking up feeling absolutely crap about yourself already. You're soaked, you're wet. You know, the first thing you want to do is kind of just drink, just to escape, man, to escape. Yeah, it's not great.
No, it's not. You do a bit of outreach and everything like that. So are you after like some support, you know, financial support, some donations?
Yeah, so I was doing it in Tassie, man, for a couple of months or so. And then I thought, you know, I'll come over here and do it. You know what I mean? So at the moment, I'm looking for donations. You know, hopefully we can go out, give some items out, whatever you guys donate. You know, I normally go to Kmart. They've got Big W here, so that's pretty good. You know, I can go to Big W and just make packs up, you know, and take them out to the homeless, man, and just have a good chat with them, you know, and hopefully if they want to go to rehab, you know, I'll try and sort that out for them, and or a night in the backpacker or something, you know, that'd be good.
That's what I think's good too, is like we got to get together as a community because we all got our own resources, and once we all come together, you know, whatever anyone needs, it's there, you know.
Yeah,
so
definitely, man.
I love it, man. We need more people.
Got to collaborate more.
Yeah. And a lot of people are getting inspired of doing things like that too, man. Like there's people that have reached out to me that have, you know, found these videos inspiring, and they're going to start doing their own stuff, and this is amazing. We need more and more people like us.
It's like a snowball effect, eh?
It is.
Just that snowball effect, yeah.
So let's keep this snowball rolling, and
Definitely. Awesome, guys.
So you know, like the general population of homeless in the Melbourne CBD, what's the size of the community, homeless community in Tasmania? Is it big?
Yeah, like we have, 500,000 people in Tasmania. I'm not sure the whole population of what's homeless, but, you know, you can go into the mall. My town's 120,000 people, and there's 2 tents in the mall. There's like near the river, they're just tent city, you know, there's tents just lined up. You know, I was helping the council there at one time because one bloke, man, got out of jail and had a machete and hit someone over the head, and that was at the middle of the night, and into the middle of the night all these homeless people are scared, so they've had to just kind of just get up and leave, you know what I mean? And there was a good at least 5-6 tents, and all their stuff spread it out everywhere, man. You know, it was shocking. But we've got tents all spread it around, you know, different suburbs now.
Yeah, I've seen some of your videos, man.
Yeah.
spread
you
out.
know, and that's Tassie, man, and a lot of people in the mainland don't really see that. They just get they just think Tasmania is that beautiful place with Tarkine forests and all that. You know, I think that's like a lot of Australia now. Not just Tassie, you know.
Oh, it's
it really
all
is,
over,
man.
man.
Yeah. It's just becoming.
It's getting worse.
It's getting worse, especially over COVID.
And what's the council's position on?
Yeah. Look, they are good, but then it's hard because at the same time, it's hard because they do have addictions, and the homeless people, they have addictions, and that just gets caught up. So they do get a bit messy, and that's when the council has to move them on, and that's when they do go out to the suburbs. So I can kind of see in that point of view, Tassie's kind of not too bad with it. You know what I mean? I worked with a council worker there, and she was actually not too bad. She was pretty good, you know, and yeah, it's hard because it sucks seeing them, you know, they're going to get all their stuff and get out of here, you know, but I kind of, you know, if they don't have them like 10, 15 people in a massive campsite, if they keep to themselves kind of thing, keep it clean, then they're sweet with it. But it's just that mental health bit though, you know, it's hard to stay clean, it's hard to keep things tidy, you know, being on the drugs and alcohol, man, you know, you're all over the place. So I can kind of understand why they're doing it, you know, in a way.
Yeah, well, we see it here too. Like it's the ones that make a mess, leave a mess, like leave it putrid, and that sort of ruins it for everybody else.
It kind of does, yeah.
But you know, there's other underlying issues and stuff like that.
Yeah, so exactly.
What do? The help needs to be everywhere, like mental health, you know, rehab. And there's just as little as walking the streets and having a chat with them, man. That goes a long way, bro.
Exactly, man. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like, I try and not so much. I love to have a chat with them, but I try and, you know, do you want to go to rehab? You know, do you want help? You know, and most of them, to be honest, they're just scared to ask. You know, don't be scared to ask. There is help out there. You know, you can live a better life, you know?
Yeah, well, they just have definitely that pride, right. That, you know...
Exactly, man. Yeah.
Too prideful.
Yeah, I'm just stuck in that cycle. Especially, like I know in Tassie, man, like we don't have kind of places when you get out of jail. You're just kind of on the street. We have a shelter, but might not, you know, a lot of the times they're full. You know, so you're coming out of jail, you're literally going to Big W, get in your tent and back on the street. And that's when, you know, fuck, I might as well just stay in jail.
Yeah, they're just,
you know what I mean?
Stuck in
it's just that cycle, man, yeah. And of course they're going to have hate to them, you know, like think of things, you know. Yeah, it's crazy to think about it, man, because I was in the same position, you know what I mean? Like, I remember the guards are like, where are you going to go? You know, your mum's in jail over there in the same jail. Like, I'm just going to go to Kmart, mate. Oh, and there's a bottle shop right across the street. You know, I'll go get me 6-pack and then go get me 10. Yeah. I'll see you in a couple of months. That's kind of what happened. It's just a cycle, but it's the wrong mindset to have, but it's real easy to think that way, you know, when you're getting out and you're basically on the street. Like, what are you meant to do? Yeah.
What do you have any advice that you can give to, like, people going through, you know, similar lifestyle that you went through, and how to get themselves out of it? Gym
or sporting clubs or something like that. You know, you can't just get clean and sober and think your life's going to be amazing. And that's where I think a lot of people go wrong. You know, you need to create a new life. You need to do something, man, because basically all you're doing is taking away the thing that's sounds crazy, you know, there's underlying issues of why people use drugs and alcohol, you know, and at the time, drugs and alcohol is treating that problem. It's kind of helping. It's not really helping, you know. So, you know, once that's taken away, they're left with underlying issues. You deal with that and you create a new life. You know, I know it sounds pretty, you know, that's hard or whatever, but it's simple steps. Go to the gym or start a sporting club or something, you know, and then later on maybe study or look for a job 2 times a week or something, you know, ease yourself into it. And especially in recovery, like, don't in the first month go out and get a full-time job, you know. Some people can do it, but sometimes it burns you out, man, and you just slap back on the street, you know. It's not good, but yeah. Literally my big thing's the gym, man. It's kind of what saves me, is the gym. Yeah. It's big, yeah.
And also probably like surrounding yourself with some good people too.
Oh, definitely. You need that support network. Yeah. Get to NA, you know, get to NA, get to AA, or go to your church, you know, meet people that you can relate to, you know. It's just creating that new life, that new circle, supportive network, and yeah, you can do it.
That's it. You can do it.
100%.
And for anyone that is struggling out there, and they need a chat or anything, is there ways that they can speak with you?
Yeah, definitely, man. So on Facebook under Ashley Smith, Breaking the Cycle Tassie, I'll just jump over TikTok, Breaking the Cycle Tassie. Well, we can have a yarn. I normally speak to 3 different people every day, man. Yeah. Just full-blown chats. I love it, you know.
Yeah, it's good, man.
Yeah.
I'll leave all those details in the description too, guys, so make sure to check it out, give them a follow. And yeah, I think that's all right, bro.
Yeah, sweet. Appreciate it, bro.
I love your work, bro. It's good. Too, there's hope out there, guys. Stay 100%. Strong.
Catch you later.
So, yeah, guys, make sure you follow. Make sure you guys follow Ash on TikTok at Breaking the Cycle Tassie. That's all right. I'll edit that bit out anyway.
Thanks, bro.
No, I'll probably keep it.
Yeah, it's all right.